We're with former Trailblazer and now head coach of Nathan Hale, Brandon Roy. This is your first time coaching in a tournament like this, and you won the whole tournament. How is that experience going? So you are no stranger to this area. Did you feel the love from a lot of people coming out here just because Brandon Roy's coaching? Did you feel that?
No, I definitely felt the love.
I was chopping it up with a few former Blazers. I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to throw anybody out there, but they were saying, Brandon doesn't coach. He just sits there and looks pretty. But you have talent on your team. How is that? I mean, I guess it's called luck maybe, or, how is that with those guys that you do have?
No, I mean, it's...
Seems like you always have a camp going on. It doesn't really matter what time of the year it is, but why is it important to you to make time for these camps?
I think it's more responsible.
One thing that I thought personally was really cool and incredible was you actually had a custom shoe made for your campers. Was that something that you were passionate about?
I'm with junior Marvin Bagley III of Sierra Canyon. You're here at second day at the Les Schwab tournament. How's the overall experience been so far?
Oh, it's been great.
You're in a little bit of a unique situation. You transferred kind of mid-season last year, so you didn't get to play with anyone on Sierra Canyon. So this is kind of your first season with them. How has your experience been?
It's been great.
Although you didn't really play with Sierra Canyon, you played with a bunch of your teammates in the EYBL circuit. So how was your run a little bit with the Phoenix family? This game has been quite the battle of the threes. We talked about it a little bit, that there's not too much size going on both ends of the court. So whoever figures it out that takes it inside is really going to find the key to this game.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Sports Beat TV. My name is Ashley Williams, and I'm here with my co-host, Dave Hall. We're at Spirit of 77 on MLK and Lloyd. Definitely want to talk about Oregon 6A football. There's a little bit of controversy going on. 6A is only in the quarterfinals right now, and that's a big deal to some people because some think that it's a disadvantage that so many teams get to go. You said a couple teams had records of 2-7, and they still got to go to playoffs, and is that fair?
I think it was just really well coaching and adjusting for Putnam. They really figured it out. All the things that we were talking about, it's almost like they were listening. They really took those things to heart. And after halftime, I mean, it still was a close game. It was like a 3-point game, but they really did take charge and kind of step away from shooting that three that they were really good at. And did something that they weren't so good at, but it actually helped them win in the end. Saying that, I don't think anyone's going to compete with them or really going to knock them down. And we saw it in the Les Schwab. I mean, obviously Kamaka was out for the tournament, so they didn't end up probably where they could have. But I still don't see anyone, the guards that they have, the defense they play, just the style that they play, I don't see anyone matching up with that and causing some serious problems against them. That just makes it more real and consistent everywhere.
It does.
Especially if these players are going to play on later. I mean, there's going to be a shot clock, so it's not like a shock to them or just like something to keep it more uniform in play.
I agree.
Let's talk about Bradford for just a minute. He's a junior, an obvious leader on this team. Doesn't have huge size. He's probably about 6'1", but he elevates, he uses his body well, and he really pushes the ball. And I think that's something that Oregon City is definitely thriving on. I think they need to help themselves out from their defense and to convert to points. They're doing all this work, getting deflections, getting steals, but it's not translating into points when they bring it down the court. So if they really can make those lay-ins or get to the line, make their free throws, they can really turn this game around. He has a quiet 16 because I think everyone else has a great presence right now, but I think that he's just so athletic. It's really hard how he brings it down the court. It's almost so smooth that I don't know if they're having trouble getting in front of him because of his speed, but they need to slow him down. 16 in the first half, that's pretty big considering the Rams have only scored as a team 18.
I don't know about you guys, but with this cold and freezing weather, all I want to do is heat up. But luckily, T-Bar has my back with his hot vanilla matcha. So slowly but surely, I am warming up, and I don't think I'm the only one who is warming up either. Which leads me into the topic of the week. Brace yourself, Rip City. Your Portland Trailblazers are heating up. Hey, Rip City. Ashley Williams here at McMenamins on Broadway in Portland for the Women's Hops and Talks December meetup. This is the second all-women's only get-together while we watch our Trailblazers play on the road. Tonight, I joined a group of lovely ladies of all ages, some huge Blazer fans and some newcomers, to some great snacks and drinks while we watched and chatted about your Trailblazers. So this is only the second event, I understand that, but what have you taken from these events so far?
Really positive energy.
Hey Rip City, Ashley Williams here at the Spirit of 77, popular spot for Blazers fans to pregame or watch the Blazers games on this huge big screen. Now, if you're a true Blazers fan, you've probably already made the connection between Spirit of 77 and the year of 77, where beloved head coach Jack Ramsey took the Blazers to the NBA championship and won a title. Now, for this week, with the Houston Rockets coming to the Moda Center to play your Blazers, I figured I would come stroll the streets of Portland and stumbled upon Adidas Portland campus. It's kind of a family affair this week with the battle of the point guards. So, who do you have, James Harden or Damian Lillard? Portland Gear is one of the select companies that will be providing Blazer original gear this season at the Moda Center. So, you can hit the Rip City clothing store and shop from their local line, which features companies like Portland Gear, Graphletics, and many more. With the Sacramento Kings hitting the Moda Center this Friday, could all-star big man DeMarcus Cousins be the magic ingredient for the Blazers' success, or would it leave Rip City with a bad taste in our mouths? So, do you think the Blazers should take the risk and welcome Boogie with open arms, or should they just admire his talents from afar? Hey Rip City, I'm Ashley Williams, and I'm here at Portland City Boxing, and you guessed it, I'm talking about rivalries. Now, when I think about rivalries, I think of my Portland Trailblazers and the LA Lakers. But it kind of seems like the Blazers have a new rival. Chris Paul was interviewed post-game and was asked, look Chris, do the Clippers and the Blazers really have a rivalry? In which he answered a pretty generic answer, every game should be a rivalry game. I'm at the Moda Center tonight because it's opening day in the NBA. Today, the Blazers will take on the Utah Jazz here, and they also are back home on Thursday against the Clippers. So, for updates of that, go to blazersedge.com or on Twitter as well. It's up to you. Who would you trade, or who are you willing to give up for a good trade, or who do you want to see in Rip City? As always, I'd love to hear your feedback, so you can contact me directly at WilliamsAshton or at Blazers Edge. Until next time, I'm Ashley Williams. Thank you, Rip City.
Mark Kelly, you were here last year. How different does it feel now that you're just spectating, watching the new prospects? Kind of a spectator right now, but you're also looking at your future teammates. What are you liking? What are you seeing? You guys are, I think Central and Jeju are very evenly matched. When you look at the roster, height-wise, guard-wise, Amari Hill, I mean, you know, so how do you guys think that you pulled this out?
I think
Ashley Williams here at Jefferson High School in Portland, Oregon, where 8-year head coach Pat Strickland has really instilled a winning mindset in a dynasty here with the Democrats basketball team. In Strickland's tenure, he's acquired 6 league titles and 4 state titles for the Democrats basketball team. When you hear the name Lillard here in Rip City, you might think of Portland Trailblazers guard Damian, but he's not the only athlete in the family. Older brother Houston Lillard is quite the football star quarterback. I caught up with him today about his journey from player to coach and what his next move is. Now, there's not a definite release date for his latest EP, but it is in the works and coming soon. To look for more of Caso's music, visit things such as iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, or Amazon Music. Or follow him on Twitter for new updates and latest droppings of his EP at CASSOW. Ashley Williams here at Madison High School, home of the Senators. Their football program is currently undefeated with a record of 4-0 and is turning quite the heads. Head coach Don Johnson came into Madison High School to a nearly canceled football program. He has fully restored and developed a football program that has gained respect on and off the field. Been known to close out practice and lock up the field for academics. Have you had any issues with that? Have you been close to that?
No, we did a great job.
Senators host Lincoln High School here Friday at 7:30 p.m. for their 3rd consecutive conference win and to prolong their undefeated streak.